But remember, many of them have disappeared. There were a lot of cryptocurrencies that were hot, but now they're gone. They went to zero. In my view, in the end, they will all go to zero, so I'm not doing anything. Be boring. If you want to be successful, be boring and stay with what you know. Don't listen to hot tips and be successful.
I also heard that you are investing in Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan,
Yeah,
yes.
So are there any countries you're specifically paying attention these days?
Well, Uzbekistan is a large country area-wise. It was ruined by the communists. But now the people running Uzbekistan are starting to run it the way you and I would run an economy. And they have huge natural resources. They have just about everything. It will be a great tourist country because there are many fabulous sites. So I have started making small investments in Uzbekistan.
So you're investing their stock market? Or?
Yes. I mainly invest in markets. I'm not smart enough to buy real things. I buy investment markets.
Also, like Korean investors are interested in secondary batteries, like electric cars.
Yeah.
So what is your outlook for the secondary battery industry?
I mean, I read the same newspapers you do. The industry is changing dramatically, and the people who are good at it, Korea and some other places, will make a lot of money. I don't have any investments in batteries because I'm not smart enough, but yes, I know. I read the same things you do. Batteries are going to change dramatically, and some people are going to make a lot of money. And we're all going to be different because batteries are going to be different.
How about cryptocurrency? Can Bitcoin be considered as the next gold, do you think?
Cryptocurrencies have had a big, exciting run in the past few years. Many people have been trading them and doing well. I have no crypto investments, I never have. I've never bought nor sold them, but some people have. And they're good trading vehicles, they have been. But remember, many of them have disappeared. There were a lot of cryptocurrencies that were hot, but now they're gone. They went to zero. I don't see any real value to cryptocurrencies except as trading vehicles. And if people want to trade, do it. But I don't see any reason for me to buy them because I don't have any use for them. I cannot pay my taxes with cryptocurrencies. I cannot do many things with cryptocurrencies. But for people who trade them, sure. But remember, many of them have already disappeared and gone to zero. In my view, in the end, they will all go to zero. So I'm not doing anything.
So maybe you can also talk about real gold. So it's real gold.
Real gold?
Yeah, gold its price is really going
You're
all-time
talking about
high.
Well, gold is at an all-time high, or just made an all-time high, as you know. Throughout history, when there have been problems, people buy gold and silver, and we're having some problems now, war, inflation, interest rates. So I would suspect that gold and silver will continue to be good places to invest. If I were buying either today, I would buy silver. Silver is down from its all-time high. Gold is making an all-time high. But I own both, and I hope I buy more if the prices come right. But if I were buying today, I'm not, but if I were, I would buy silver.
So maybe we can also talk about, is there any specific industry you're now focusing on? If there's major change you think in this year?
Well, I said before, if you find a disaster, it usually leads to an opportunity. But we've had the virus. The virus caused many problems in many industries, travel, entertainment, tourism. So those are places that I continue to look. That doesn't affect us so much anymore, but for the last year or two, that's mainly where I was looking for things where there were problems and trying to invest.
So let's talk about your investment philosophy. So do you have any investment rules that you have followed throughout your life?
Well, rules, I have things that I try to do. You call it investment philosophy. Yes, what I try to do is to find things that are cheap, where there's a positive change taking place. I don't buy it just because it's cheap, because it could stay cheap for many years. But if you find something that's cheap, where there's a change, a big change taking place, you might make a lot of money. So cheap and change.
I also wonder if your investment methods and principles changed over the years, because like when you were in 30s or 40s and now, is there any difference?
No, basically I have learned that if you buy something that's cheap and it's changing for the better, you're probably going to make money. I have not seen any reason to change that. That basic principle has been true all of my life. I didn't know it so much when I was younger, but I do know it now. But listen, I have made a lot of mistakes in my life, many mistakes, including in the stock market. And by the way, when I make a mistake in the investment world, it's nearly always because I did not do enough research. I would like to blame it on you, I would like to blame it on the broker, but it's nearly always because I didn't do enough research.
So maybe it's last question. So do you have any advice for Korean investors who are starting to invest right now?
Well, Ms. Wu, for investors everywhere who are starting to invest, whether you're Korean or whatever, stay with what you know. Everybody wants a hot tip. Everybody wants to be rich this week. I want to be rich this week too, but I know that hot tips will ruin you. Hot tips will ruin me. If you invest in something that you don't know about, you don't know what to do because you don't know why you bought it. So please, stay with what you know. If I told you or anyone you will only have 25 investments in your life, you would be very careful. You would make a lot of money during your lifetime. You wouldn't invest a lot. You wouldn't be jumping in and out every day, every week. Now some people say, well, that's boring. Be boring. If you want to be successful, be boring and stay with what you know. Don't listen to hot tips and be successful. And that doesn't matter whether you're a young Korean or an old Korean. Doesn't matter who you are. That is the way to be successful.